Welcome back to another episode of Cappuccino Chat. This time, part 3 of why cybersecurity doesn't have to be complex and confusing. That's insurance to replace your car if it's stolen, and insurance to repair your car if it's damaged in an accident. But you know that your biggest financial risk is medical cost, not property damage. So you want insurance to protect you from the liability of hurting someone on the road. Collision insurance, liability insurance, the good stuff. Not some cheap policy from an unknown insurance company. They'll pay for a tow truck if your car breaks down or you get a flat tire. They'll pay for a rental car while your car is getting repaired. You're trying to do everything right, but you know that no one can completely eliminate the possibility of a cyber attack. Just like professional car thieves, professional hackers can access almost anything. Remember the examples in Eric O'Neill's presentation. If China or Russia or North Korea comes after your technology, they're probably going to win. Just like Vin Diesel deciding to steal your car, there are some criminals that you aren't going to stop. You know that you can reduce the probability of attack. You can make yourself less of a target, but you can't guarantee your company's safety. As Gene Spafford, a computer science professor at Purdue, sarcastically explains, the only true secure system is one that is powered off, cast in a block of concrete, and sealed in a lead-lined room with armed guards. But you can't run your business that way. So you hire a competent and trustworthy managed service provider who also has experience and expertise in cybersecurity, and you work with them to choose a good cyber insurance policy. Smart business owners understand the importance of insurance. Currently, 32% of companies have purchased cyber liability coverage. As Rusty Goodwin from the Midstate Group explains, a mature risk posture is achieved with security, insurance, and compliance. All three layers are critical. And you want multiple layers of security, but you also need other layers of protection in addition to that security. You also need insurance and compliance. So how can cyber insurance help you? Let's take a look at an example from Texas. A local pizza restaurant had a disgruntled employee. We can all relate. How many of us have had unhappy employees over the years? The employee used access to the company's email system to create a new fake employee with their outside payroll service provider. Then they authorized a very large check to be deposited into their account. However, the payroll provider had procedures in place to prevent this exact type of attack. When a new employee was added to the system, the first check wouldn't be directly deposited into the employee's account. A paper check would be created instead, reviewed, and then mailed out. During the review process, the fake account was discovered and the payment was never sent. Dr. Larry Pohnman found that this type of internal attack is becoming even more common. We discovered in our research that insider threats are not viewed as seriously as external threats, like a cyber attack. But when companies had an insider threat, in general, they were much more costly than external incidents. This was largely because the insider that is smart has the skills to hide the crime for months, years, and sometimes forever. But that's not the end of the story. When the pizza place found out about the hack, they sued their payroll provider for mismanagement. Now, in order to defend themselves from the lawsuit, the payroll company paid almost $50,000 for a forensic audit and demonstrated that they had done nothing wrong. They had followed all their proper procedures and had avoided a potential loss for the pizza restaurant. The audit also revealed that the pizza restaurant had been negligent in an insufficient cybersecurity processes. This allowed the employee to access the payroll system. The cost of the audit was paid by the payroll company's insurance provider, and this process was important to protect the company's reputation. If customers believed that the payroll company was unreliable, then they wouldn't be able to continue to build their business, and they would rapidly lose their existing customers. And this is just not about protecting your reputation with customers. Protecting your reputation with investors or potential buyers is also important. Now, Malcolm Marshall, global head of cybersecurity at KPMG, warns that investors see data breaches as a threat to a company's material value and feel discouraged in investing in a business that has had its sensitive information compromised.